welcome to my channel. I am the introvert who needs a little socialization. Can we talk, darlings? And let me add, everything I say is alleged, my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Hey everybody, let's get into this review of Real Housewives of New Jersey, Season 14, Episode 3, I believe. Shoring Upsides. So we open up with the Fooders and them addressing Jen Feshler about her talking to Teresa. Jen lets them know that Teresa asked about the reunion and the plan that they had executed that did not go. She says she had no beef with Louis or Teresa. And Rachel had a problem with that because she feels that Jen said she didn't want to be around them. Jen lets them know that she was not calling John a drug dealer now in present time, but was repeating what was on the blogs. And I again say, why are you mad at Teresa when your wife is all up in the confessional saying you got arrested for selling drugs when you were younger? Help me understand. Rachel thinks Jen is stupid for even giving Teresa the time of day to defend herself. Rachel, I just need to know what your issue is with Teresa for real. Because even on your first season, I still don't understand what your issue is with Teresa. I'm not understanding. Is it because you and your husband are friends with Melissa and Joe and you only hear their side? Is the investigation thing the real issue? Because in this reality space, these things happen. Ask Margaret. Okay. They go to Melissa preparing a party for Joe's birthday, and they bring up Jen Aiden and them not getting along because Melissa does not talk to Teresa, because Jen Aiden brings up the rumor about Melissa cheating, although it was Margaret who told Laura, and Laura told Teresa and Jen about it. Okay. So who did it stem from? Margaret. Margaret let the Gorgas know that Dolores felt bad leaving Jen and Bill behind to go to Melissa's and Joe's party, and they were not invited. Melissa says she does not want to leave people out. Yeah, right. Sure, Melissa, you don't. So Joe decides to invite Bill and give him a call. Bill declines based off the relationship between Melissa and Jen. And I like how he handled it. It's called the United Front. He said that the ladies need to talk. Jen Aiden said that she is sick of Melissa and Joe, and both of them not taking accountability, and they think that they are better than everyone else. Or more like she said, they think that they shite don't stink. Jen Aiden is happy that her husband has her back. Bill also feels that it is an olive branch for them to be invited to the party. So we should see where this goes. As we saw from the advertisements, Jen Aiden becomes friends with Melissa, and then she kind of looks like she's turning on Teresa, but we shall see as the season go on. It'll be interesting because the trust levels in this group, ooh child. Teresa's sending Gabriella off to college. All of the girls come in to watch Gabriella finish packing her things for college. They get a phone call from Joe Giudice, and all of them are crying pretty much. They're happy for Gabriella, but they're going to miss her. Teresa's happy that her girls are doing great things. The producers are shady as hell and ask Teresa if Joe Giudice is helping to pay for college. Of course, Teresa played it off and was like, oh, well, no, I'm thankful I can pay for college. And then they ask if Louis is helping, and she says yes. After they send Gabriella things off, Teresa and Louis go to talk about, Nate's party and her and Jen Feshler talking. They talk about John Fuda. Louis said that he is ugly. Now, see, Louis, you ain't have to go there, okay? And Teresa said, who do he think he is, the Godfather? Telling Louis that he better admit it or he's gonna open up the manila envelope. Louis thinks they are spreading a narrative that is not true. But didn't you say at the doggone finale party that Bo Dietl had something on everybody and he your best friend or something like that? So are they spreading a narrative, or did you put that narrative out there? Teresa says she is sorry for bringing him around this stuff. Child, he your husband. He best have your back. Child, do I think Louis and Teresa play defense? Yes, I do. But I can understand why, because they are always the target. So, I get it. Like, damn near the whole cast is aiming for them. So, I get it. I understand. So we're at Melissa's birthday party for Joe. Everyone is getting ready. Margaret looks ghostly. Oh my God. Rachel orders Joe a blow-up doll for Joe's birthday gift for her husband, John. She said, "You can't take yourself so seriously," while she freaks out about Teresa calling her husband a drug dealer. Girl, bye. Again, in your confessionals, you let us all know, okay? He did it. And the ex-girlfriend put it out there too. So, are we riding this out until the end of the season? Let us know. Melissa does not appreciate the gift that John gave Joe. She says, "What kind of gift is this?" Tacky. I agree. Okay. The party is in full effect, and Joe decides to bring up Paulie and John's feud argument. John claims that there are a lot of rumors that happened the day before they were supposed to meet, and he's talking about him and Louis. And I'm assuming that he thinks that it's because of Louis and Teresa. Margaret, the gossiper, let Rachel know that Joe tried to invite Jen and Bill declined the offer because the girls have to talk. Rachel says she would not have come either because it's like Teresa calling her after she did what she did to her husband, like these two cackling hens. Okay. Margaret switched the conversation to Rachel needed to talk to Jen Fessler about her talking to Teresa. Rachel is upset because Jen Fessler let Teresa in her life while this person is trying to hurt her. You know, Rachel is killing me. She is killing me while this person tries to hurt her and her husband. Girl, you are living in La La Land. You can't tell people who to be friends with. For me, as long as you don't come up in conversation, it should be no problem. But she said Jen is like family to her. Well, after this talk y'all about to have, I don't think Jen will feel the same, okay? Teresa takes Gabriella and the family out to eat. Teresa takes them out to a restaurant that one of her best friends is managing. Because Gabriella is off to college, the sister shares a story of how great of a sister Gabriella is to them. Teresa appreciates the closeness that the sisters have for one another. Jen decides to hang out with her daughter at the amusement park instead of going to the party for Joe. And now we're back at this party. Frank decides to pull Paulie and Dolores to the side to tell her that he wants to propose to Brittany and wanted Dolores' approval. Frank throws in Paulie's face that he's going to be engaged before he proposes to Dolores. Oh, God. Now I understand why Dolores be a little frustrated, because it is annoying, okay? I hope Paulie don't string her along, but I think Dolores will be out if Paulie takes too long to propose, especially if that's what she wants. Then Joe and Frank talk about sending their daughters off to college and crying and blah, 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 blah. Margaret says she's dying to hear about the chit-chat. Margaret says to Jen Fessler she's tired of hearing about the chit-chat and proceeds to mock the way Teresa talks. Jen said that Teresa was upset because there was a plan to take out Louis. And Margaret says Louis took out his own self. He caused his own demise. Margaret seems to want to put Jen in the hot seat. Again, Margaret, I thought you didn't want to mention Teresa's name, but her name and you mocking her is always coming out your mouth. Rachel feels like Jen owes Teresa no explanation. You feel like Jen don't owe her no explanation because I heard y'all up in that bathroom when Teresa was talking to Jen. You know, Jen talks a lot. Y'all was hoping she ain't spill all y'all secrets that y'all was talking about with Teresa. But anyway, Margaret said to Jen, "Why do you care about what Teresa thinks about how badly you speak of Louis?" Jen said, "I don't speak badly of Louis." Margaret calls Jen Fessler a blabbermouth and a wuss when she gets pressured. Now, I know Margaret ain't calling nobody a blabbermouth, okay? I know she not. Jackie wants to know why Margaret feels so passionate about how other people feel about Louis. And I said, oh, shoot. She done pissed Margaret off. Watch out, Jackie. She coming with some stuff on you. Jen said you thought that I was going to sit down with Teresa and talk nasty about Louis. She said to Margaret, I am not one of your soldiers, okay? Jen Fessler let it be known that she is going to handle things the way she handled things and not how they want her to handle it. Rachel says she thinks what Margaret is trying to say. Oh, wait, hold on. So Rachel can speak for Margaret, but Jackie couldn't speak for Jen? Like, y'all tripping. It's the double standards for me. So Rachel puts on the dramatics because she feels that it hurts because her and Jen are close, and it hurts her, and she gets up crying and walks away. And here goes Margaret. It's a shame you knew us first. Girl, are we in kindergarten? Like, get out of here. Girl, bye. Jen said, if you don't think I'm a good friend, then find a new friend that's a better friend to you. She lets Jackie know that, she'll do anything for those two ladies, but find a new friend. And I don't blame Jen for having a conversation to clear things up with Teresa. She wanted to hear both sides. I think Rachel is doing way too much. Okay, excuse me. It's amazing how she can say to Danielle that she understands how Danielle could be friends with Teresa and stay neutral. But you can't understand when it comes to Jen Fleschler. It's the double standards again for me. Girl, don't you know that people are going to be who they are and do what they want to do? And sometimes it's not going to fit your narrative. As I always say, Margaret is the instigator. It's crazy that Rachel calls Jen Fleschler her best friend, but didn't you just meet her last summer? Now, I ain't saying y'all can't establish a good friendship, but best friends, but okay, unless y'all knew each other before this show. And y'all ain't let us know. But anyway, Jen thinks it's childish the way Rachel is behaving. And I agree. Danielle said Jen Fleschler does not show loyalty that well. Uh-oh. Now you talking, Danielle. Jen decided to leave and not engage in the BS because she is tired. Okay. Rachel said Jen was supposed to sleep at her house tonight. And Danielle said, well, that was a message. Melissa and the family take pics with Antonio. They do the birthday cake, and John is glad that he got to know Danielle. And that was the end of the episode. That's all I got, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when my next video comes out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.